What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first exclusive Only Bets, Bada Bets podcast, Dom and Pop, DC Sports Talk. It's the bye week, so Afangul, the Commanders, we're just talking bets. Let's get right into it. Hype enough for you?
It's not bad.
All right, we'll have to roll with it. Pop, how you doing?
Doing great. Son, can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah, sure.
When's that haircut coming?
It's actually
We
scheduled
are
for
on
Thursday.
YouTube.
It's scheduled for Thursday,
Okay,
funnily
that's
enough.
good to know. Is there a beard trim coming as part of that?
Yeah, it's a package deal. And
Nice.
I don't get reminded.
What's that run you out there in California? $250?
Yeah, about that. Too much. Too much, I'll tell you that much. But shout out my hairdresser. She does a great job. Thank you, Kristen. I'm happy to pay.
She a regular
happy to pay
listener?
the going rate. Huh?
She a regular listener?
I bet not.
What's
But
going
it's
on
all
with
good.
that?
Huh?
We'll let her start next week.
You want to break? How much further you want to go into my personal life on the public platform here? Spot on. Hello. If anybody's still with us after the haircut,
I didn't ask you to name your hairdresser. I just said you need a haircut.
Welcome. If anybody's still, if you made it this far, I owe you a beer. Welcome back. Let's get into this thing. We're doing bets this week, as we've
Bets
mentioned.
and only bets.
Bets and only bets. Commanders. We're not going to sit here and bore you, talk about why Carson Wentz should be put back in or why we should stick with Taylor Heineke. Waste your time. No, we're going to call it what it is. It's a bye week. We're taking a break from all that. We're getting right into NFL coverage. Bada bets this week. It'll be a little bit of a shorter podcast than you're used to, but Lord knows we'll find a way to fill up the time. We've already spent 2 minutes talking about my hair, so I'm sure we could get plenty of I'm sure we'll get plenty of time here talking this week. So, Pop, how you feeling, man? You're doing pretty good on the year. I mean, you're
Still
well
climbing.
over 500.
Still
Crushing
climbing.
it. Yeah, it's been the stop me if you've heard this before. Pop was 3-2 last week, and I was 2-3. Every week it seems to be kind of how this thing goes. Pop is on a heater this year. So, without further ado, let's get right into
Get
last
those
week's
record
games.
totals. Wait a minute.
Get a little
Give
bit of a
those
recap.
record totals.
I'm going into it.
All right,
Without further ado means we're going to start going into the outline that you sent. So the next thing is the record totals. So record totals, Pop, 31, 25, 1 push. Solidly over 500. Me, little move shot to 26 and 30 with 1 push. Not bad, not great. Anyways, let's get into it. Last week's games. Bills at Patriots. Pop took home the dub on that one. I lost that one. I bet on Belichick. I regret it. Jets at Vikings. We both won that one. That was a lock. Dolphins at 49ers. Both won that one. Stuck with San Fran. They will never hurt you. San Francisco will never hurt you. Colts at Cowboys.
They might hurt you now.
Well, we'll get into that for our picks later today. But Colts at Cowboys, -11. We both lost that one. I guess we both took the Colts to cover that, and the Cowboys just annihilated them. That's what
They held. It was close for a while. It was looking good for a while, but
it was.
They just ran away with it in the fourth quarter. Yeah,
they put up like 33 unanswered or something like that.
Sorry, F them. Not picking the Cowboys +11.
No, it's okay. They're doing what they usually do. They're getting it all out during the regular season, and then they'll run a draw play on 2nd and 7 with 18 seconds left or something like that. Yeah. And then Saints at Bucks, -3.5. We both lost that. I think we both took the Bucks there, and it was only by a point. Yeah. So what a comeback by Tom Brady there.
Signature Brady comeback, yep.
Signature Brady comeback, and typical Brady of this year, nothing through the first 3 quarters. So it was It was kind of a rough one to watch, but Brady pulled it out in the
Well,
end.
they're still in a good spot in that division.
Yeah, I mean
They
that
go on a
division
little
is
bit
just.
of a rally here. They'll be just fine.
See, that's the thing about Tampa is you don't want to count them out because the NFC is kind of soft top to bottom this year. I mean, obviously the NFC East is loaded, but the rest of the NFC pretty weak. And Tampa could sneak into the playoffs, and all of a sudden their guys are all getting healthy at the same time. They've been pretty banged up this year, so they can sneak into the playoffs, get some guys back from injury. It's Brady in the playoffs. I mean, come on, you can't deny that guy's always his best under the lights. So we'll see how that goes. But this week we got plenty of good games. So before we got a little special event for you. Before we get into that special event, we're gonna hit straight up Bada bets week 14, our usual. But before that, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Tenalia division within the Fam Band. Only 4 teams that have clinched the playoffs are all 4 under the Tenalia roofs. Left hand up. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Very well done. There could be some interfamily fighting for seating here.
Are we talking
But
about the adopted Tenalia or
top
Ravens
4 seeds,
insider?
yeah, our Ravens insider, he's underneath the Tenalia household.
That's
He's
fine.
underneath the Tenalia household.
We'll take him.
So we locked it up. Top 4. Nicely done. Fantasy playoffs. That's why there's not much to talk about fantasy wise, is because the boys are going to the playoffs. After all that noise, pop
Except
talk.
I lost my quarterback.
Yeah, after all the noise, pop talk, we got the same record the week before the playoffs. After all
injuries,
the yada,
man,
yada,
injuries.
yada, yada all year. Oh yeah, what did
Can't
you
account
say?
for injuries.
What did you say to me when Breece Hall tore his ACL? You said a championship
Gotta
level
have
team
depth.
is prepared for injury. So let's see what you can do at quarterback with Lamar out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Pop's gonna be putting in a claim for Huntley this week. But
It's a possibility.
it's possible. We'll see. Hopefully I'm not ahead of you on the waiver wire and I don't pluck them. But we'll see how that goes. Week 14, Thursday night. Let's get right into it. Raiders -6 at the Rams. Who do you like there, Pop?
I am going to go with the Rams.
All right. We'll see. I don't think it's probably a little bit too soon for Baker Mayfield to be the starting quarterback, but I mean, God, who knows? Rams is kind of a nightmare right now. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think they're gonna cover that. And
What'd you say about Baker Mayfield?
You weren't on Twitter today. The Rams picked up Baker Mayfield.
The Rams
today.
picked up Baker Mayfield?
Stafford's on IR. Did you not know that?
I didn't know he was hurt enough to go on IR. I do my research here. I do my research.
Another educated pick by our leading bettor. I mean, I can't believe I can't beat this guy. He doesn't even know Stafford's on IR and he's up. That just goes to show you gambling.
I go by the color of the uniforms. That's where I make my picks.
Yeah, gamble responsibly. So Pop's got the Rams.
Hey, excuse me if I was busy working today. My employer would thank me.
Yeah, there you go. Pop's got the Rams at +6. I'll take the Raiders at -6. Sunday, Vikings at Lions. Lions 2.5-point favorites there. What do you got?
I like the Vikes.
Yeah, you got to take. Vikings are getting points, and that game's happening at 1:00 as far as I know. So I mean, Kirk Cousins is going to throw for 500 yards. Got to go.
That one's surprising, right? It's like Vegas is not believers, right? That's crazy.
How the hell? I mean, I would hammer that. Don't take my advice, but I would hammer that. Sunday, Eagles -6.5 at the Giants. Pop, what do you think?
I like the Eagles there. If that was, less than a touchdown, I think the Eagles are going to roll.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles too. Had that game against Tennessee been a little bit closer, I would maybe go with the Giants here, but it seems like the Eagles have figured out how to stop the run, and yeah, it's going to have to be the Eagles. That one. Then we've got Dolphins -3 at Chargers. What do you like there, Pop?
I like the Dolphins there. I think they're going to bounce back.
Yeah, I like the Dolphins as well. And then you've got Monday night, Patriots -1.5 at the Cardinals.
What a stinker.
Tough one.
The Pats this year, I just don't trust them. I'll pick the Cardinals at home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. I really don't know if Matt Patricia should be calling plays in New England. I think we've learned
Has that
at this
experiment
point
run its course?
that Matt Patricia is a bad coach. I mean, it's just incredible. We got a little time here to go on a tangent. This guy is famous for his bend, don't break defense, which was you let him get a bunch of yards and then you stop him in the red zone. And somehow he cons everybody into a head coaching job. Then he's terrible in Detroit. And then somehow he ends up back in New England calling plays. #free Mac Jones. He doesn't deserve this. Get him out of there. It's miserable. All that being said, I'm going to take the Cardinals. I think, as bad as they've been, give them 1.5 at home. I got no reason to believe that the Patriots can go on the road and get anything done.
So what are you doing here? You just piggybacking off of Pop's heater? You picked 4 games exactly the same as me.
Well, I'm going with the games that I think are the right picks, minus betting on a team that I don't even know who the starting quarterback is. But that's okay. I don't think Baker will be ready anyway, so they'll probably be.
They like their backup there.
Woodford.
I forget the kid's name, but then I know they like him. So
everybody likes their backup. Everybody likes their backup, especially Commanders fans, even when that backup changes multiple times over the course of the season. Anyways, we've got a special coming to you guys this week. We are doing a parlay because this is a betting only episode. What we're going to do is we're going to parlay 2 of our picks. I'm going to make 2. Pop's going to make 2. We're going to put that parlay in. And then next week, we're going to be in all gold, covered in chains like Kirk Cousins. And we're going to have won the parlay clearly.
Yeah, so to be clear, it's a 4-game parlay. So we're doing it as a team. Dominic's going to pick 2. I don't know which 2 he's picking. I'm going to pick 2. If we pick the same ones, we're going to have to audible here.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
So we might have to freestyle. We've decided we're going to limit it to teams, money line, or over-unders. So, Pop, go ahead and kick that first one off.
I get the first one. I'm going to go Dolphins-Chargers over 52.5 points. I feel like that's going to be a shootout.
Wow. Pop sees a shootout for the Dolphins-Chargers game. It's a good pick. I am going for the Tampa Bay money line, +154 at San Francisco. I just think San Fran's going to be down to Josh Johnson, and I don't like that. I like Tom Brady there, and I don't know how they're still underdogs for that.
Good pick, good money. I'm going to double up on the Vikings. I like the Vikings money line at +114. Double up on Captain Kirk. Don't let me down. Let's go.
There you go. I apparently am a fan of the backup quarterback storyline because I'm going to go ahead and go Baltimore +124 at Pittsburgh. I think Baltimore's still got a pretty good team. I think Huntley, solid backup. He's coming and won for them before, and I think Pittsburgh is miserable this year. So you're going to give me plus money on Baltimore? I'll take it.
There you go. Our Ravens Insider is going to like that one. So
I'll take
big money. I'm going to lock it in tonight.
Yep. Lock it in.
It's going to be good.
Lock it in. We're putting $50,000 on this parlay, so we better
take about how many zeros? 4 zeros off of that, and you're about
and
right.
Then divide it by 5. No, but yeah. So that's the special parlay for the week. I do want to highlight 2 player props that I had before we discussed what the parameters were. I love this week. I like Josh Jacobs over 92.5 rush yards. That's on Underdog. If you guys have Underdog, go take care of that. And then Geno Smith. For some reason, they keep putting his pass yards at 250, and he keeps just slinging the thing. So 253.5 pass yards. Geno's been a lock for me every week. Go hammer that. Hammer the over on that. Yeah, so I really like both of those. I wish I could do a little bit more in the sports betting world for you. I'd have breakdowns and analysis, but California doesn't want me to be happy, apparently. So
Hey,
I'm
I was
stuck
going to
there. Of
say, just a little qualifier, gamble responsibly, gambling
course.
analysis. We got a little bit of concern happening in the family since it went legal in Maryland. A lot of FanDuel action happening, but
There's been a
I think we're
spike.
going to
There's
be
been a
okay.
spike.
I think we're going to be all right.
It's like a new toy. You're excited to play with it. It's gonna regress to the mean, and then ultimately, you see that bank statement at the end of it, and you go, cool off this a little bit.
Nah,
So
I think everyone's pretty chill.
everyone's keeping it light. Yeah, gamble responsibly, or don't. Just don't blame us for it. We're telling you to do the right thing. We're telling you to do the
It's your
right thing. It's
money.
the
What do
best
we
we can
really
do.
care?
Hey,
But
you know what?
look, I just want to say also, said this before. We got our lines from FanDuel, play some bets in FanDuel, but we're open for business. If there's any, doesn't matter to us. We're happy to
Yep.
advertise for any of the sports betting things. Bring it. You've seen Pop on a heater. I got a feeling Dominic's going to rally, especially because he's picking all the same games as me. We got it rolling. So let's go.
I'm going 5-0 this week. I'm calling it. I'm capitalizing. I'm taking a win. I like my picks a lot, as I do every week, and I'm sure I'll end up 3-2 or 2-3. It's actually because we're only picking one game different. It's the perfect setup for me to be 2-3 again, and you be 3-2. That's
You know
exactly
it.
what's going to happen this week.
You know it.
So
Go Rams. Go Baker.
there you go. I don't even think he's going to play. I don't know if we'll have enough time to get in by Thursday, but who knows? Anyways, we promised you guys a 10-minute podcast. Here
Sean
we
McVay's
are.
a genius.
I don't know about that, man. Sean McVay has cooled off quite a bit this year, but he is a good coach. Anyways, we will talk to you guys later. It's been a great pod. We're just checking in. I guess the next time you'll hear from us will be next Tuesday, a week from now, or next Thursday probably, or Wednesday
Right.
for the little preview
We're taking
podcast.
a
We'll be
bye
off for
week
the
along
weekend.
with the Commanders.
There you go. So without further ado, I've been Dom.
This is Pop.
Thanks for another great week, guys.